Right, good day, watchers, and welcome to a totally flawed movie review tonight. And tonight I've been watching a movie called the original, of course, is the Toolbox Murders. Been watching this tonight. It's 1978 film, so it's quite an old film now. Yeah, before I was born actually. So anyway, let's read the back. Never released uncut in the UK before, Toolbox Murders stars a legendary Cameron Mitchell, blood and blackface as a balaclava-clad madman who stalks and splatters a number of nubile and frequently nude young ladies across the Hollywood apartment block. Included in the vixen victims is the legendary adult star Kelly Nichols' roommate, who is turned into a human pincushion by her unapologetically evil antagonist. Banned as a video nasty in the UK, Toolbox Murders would be remade by legendary Toby Hooper from the Texas Chainsaw Massacre in 2004, which I really enjoyed. Nothing beats the original Nightmare, which, along with Halloween, heralded a new era of slice and dice madness in the late 70s. Final release in HD by 88 Films by all new special edition. This gore gem is ready to throw you in a brilliant Blu-ray edition. Right, okay, yeah. I saw the remake years ago, right? I think did I do a review of that? I think I did. But this is 1978 film. Now the original one, no, the remake was completely different. The storyline was. Still a good solid remake, I'd say. But this one's different. This has a different feel to it to the remake, different story altogether. At the beginning of the film, right, he goes into this woman's apartment, right, and it's like she knows him. That's the thing. He's not wearing he wears this like balaclava, but the first part of the film he doesn't. You don't actually see his face though. And of course she knows him, and he murders her. What murders the woman that he goes into the apartment block, the woman who owns it. Who owns the apartment that she's living in. Of course, then he goes around killing more victims in this film. He kills this woman who, he kills this woman who's actually in this bathtub. She's like, masturbating and stuff. Okay, because there's a bit of a twist who this character is, because he has like this person has a kind of a tragic story to it, a tragic backstory to why he became who he is, of course. And then later on in the film, there's this girl that starts masturbating and stuff, and of course, he kills her, and he gets one of those, like, what do you call them? A nail gun. He has a nail gun, man. He shoots her with a nail gun and shoots her in the head. Of course, there's a young girl in it who, she has a brother and she lives with her mum in her apartment. Of course, something happens to her because when she's on the phone, right, the guy in it, the crazy madman, takes her. And there's a reason why he does that. The film has a good and interesting twist in it. I was like, Jesus Christ. So anyway, later on in the film, right, he meets this guy in it, the girl's brother, and he works for his uncle. He kind of like cleans apartments and stuff like that. Of course, there's a bit twist who this character is. I wasn't expecting. I thought, oh, that's interesting. I did have a few suspicions who the killer is. I thought, I bet that person's the killer. The film's quite gory and violent, actually. So yeah. Like I say, if you watch the original remake, it's actually really good. I enjoyed the remake. I thought it was solid. I want that on Blu-ray next, the remake, because I thought it was really good. But this one's really solid too. So yeah. So anyway, he takes that his sister. Of course, they have to find out where she is. Of course, like, they don't have no idea. Of course, then later on in the film, we find out who the killer is. And he has when you actually know who the killer is, right? He's got her tied up onto the bed, right? And of course, he thinks that she's his daughter. So he's completely lunatic. That's because he has a bit of a backstory what happened to his daughter. And he's completely nuts. But at the same time, the performances are really solid in this film. because he seems very genuine. He's actually, you see his tears coming in his eyes and stuff like that, and she tries to play his daughter, like, tries to like, pretend that she's his daughter, just to get away or something. And he seems genuine, like human, at the same time when he starts talking about his daughters. You think, oh, so he's actually human after all. He's not just a crazy madman, but he is, but at the same time, you see a human side to his character, but still crazy at the same time. It's quite something. The film is quite something. I've never seen it before, but I've heard about it. But I only saw the remake before I saw this one. I saw that a while back now, but I really enjoyed the remake. But this is the original 1978 film, so yeah. But so yeah. Well, then the stuff happens later on in the film. You think, oh boy, it wasn't just him after all. As I said, it wasn't just him after all. It's like, okay, two crazy people in the movie. Two. Like I said, I had my suspicions who it is, and I thought, oh, about that person. Then you kind of find early on who the killer is. Sometimes a slasher movies, the killer always turns up right at the end of the film. You think, oh, that's who. A bit like the Scream films, but this isn't like that. It's different. He has a reason to what he does. I mean, I don't justify what he does, but he has his reasons why he does what he does, and I don't agree with it because it's not. I don't know. It's not the people that he killed are innocent too. So yeah. What else happens in it? So yeah. So like I said, there's like another character film that turns out to be a complete lunatic, and I'm just like, Jesus Christ. So I don't think I'll add too much spoilers in this because it's an old film. It's 1978, but if you want to check it out. It's definitely worth checking out. So yeah, what I didn't like about it, nothing really. Didn't dislike anything about it. Thought it was a solid performance from the cast. So I'm not going to say what I disliked about it because I didn't really dislike anything about it. Okay, what I liked about it, excellent performance, solid, good characters in it, good death scenes in it, bloody as heck. And the villain in it, the mad crazy person, is a really good actor. So yeah, like I said, it shows the human side of his character in those few moments, in that minute, So you think, oh, he's actually human after all, compared to the other person, But yeah, it's an interesting one, it really is. So yeah, solid performances, good death scenes in it, good performances, good characters, and a good story. And actually, at the end of the film, there is like a big message at the end of. I think it's a true story. I'm not sure. It kind of makes as if it's a true story because there's this, writing and stuff at the end of the film where you see the girl walking along and you see us writing and stuff. So yeah. That's what I liked about it. So the rating I'm going to give this film is a 4 out of 5 because I really enjoyed it. I didn't dislike anything about it. Good death scenes. Yeah, good characters in it. Good, a good villain in it who actually has a human side. Like I said, who actually there's a reason why he does what he does, and I don't justify it. Full stop. So yeah, 4 out of 5 for TOOLBOX Murders, the original one. Really good film. So yeah. So anyway, people, this is my review of the TOOLBOX Murders. I always do reviews every week because I'm not doing much apart from this. I've got like a busy day tomorrow and I've got 8 days. I'm on this like course thing in time. It's like, oh boy, it's for it to get to interview and stuff like that. So I'm kind of looking forward to it tomorrow. I don't know what I'm doing tomorrow, so I'm just gonna go with the flow and hope to go. So yeah. So anyway, people, there's my review. 4 out of 5 for TOOLBOX Murders. Maybe subscribe to the channel. Have a nice day. Have a nice evening. If you haven't seen it, what do you think of it? So yeah. So anyway, people, maybe subscribe to the channel. Have a nice day. Have a nice evening. Take care and have a nice week. See you later. Bye.